This is the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And we are brought to you by the New Image. We're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See, Dad.
And because we are redefining.
We were redefining what's cool.
Because
smart is
the new
gangster baby.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
No, that's okay. You'll come in here and try to remake something and, try to...
Baby.
Yeah. You didn't hit the note, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
So...
Yes.
Grand Rising, good morning.
Yes.
Buenos dias. Uchukulana. Big shouts out to the Professor Donnie. Big shouts out to Professor Donnie and the whole voice of the people.
Yes.
King Jab. Seen the dream.
Yeah, so it's Monday, right? Money motivated, making Monday. How we say money?
Motivating Monday?
No, money making motivating Monday. That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is. How was your weekend?
So honestly, my weekend was phenomenal.
Okay.
It started off, we went to the Collard Greens Festival. We went to Hillbro. So it was just monumental for me. It was a monumental weekend here in the city of St. Pete. It felt like another Martin Luther King weekend.
Okay.
Honestly, a local Martin Luther King. So it wasn't a bunch of necessary out-of-towners. Mm-hmm. And we ate, like the young people say. We ate.
Y'all ate.
We ate.
Physically and mentally and
spiritually.
All of it.
We ate on a monumental level.
Mm-hmm.
So big shouts out to the organizers. Big shouts out to the teams that did the hard work. Big shouts out to everybody that participated who came out. It was actually raining. And we did it rain, sleet, or snow. So we was here. We had Boyzell here. And he said rain, sleet, or snow, baby.
We did. So let me tell you, first of all, everybody who came out to the Collard Green festivals, we totally appreciate it, right?
It was monumental.
And let me say thank you first to the founders of the Collard Green Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Boyzell and Sam Harris, right? These two people had a vision and they executed, and they started 7 years ago. And to see where the festival has came and where it's going, it's mind-blowing.
Yes.
So I want to tell them thank you so much for entrusting their baby in me. You know what I mean? Hiring Jared Martin to come in and do the entertainment.
Listen, you went on a slouch job now, so you wasn't slouching. It was an amazing experience.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did a great job. And I want to thank them too. Thank you.
You're
right.
Welcome.
Don't leave yourself, your team, Cheyenne, D, the whole Luciano Reefer Gang family.
Uh-huh.
All the artists.
We had Chris Style hit the stage.
Man, Chris Style, when he did all up and through there, it was raining. People was popping on a handstand. Put it like that.
First of all,
they was popping on the handstand.
They came out. He brought Champ the dog, right?
Yes, and it was friendly family. It was a friendly family type version. Big shouts out to Chris Style, man.
Yeah. He kept it PG for everybody.
Yes,
right?
It was for the family. It was lovely.
That was the one requirement that I had for every artist when they came up there is, it had to be clean versions of everything. Al Downey Jazz Ensemble with the kids. They came out there. They did their thing. Maya, who sung Afro opera. She did her thing.
Yes, Maya, keep doing you.
Yes.
Yes.
And so every year.
Afro opera.
Yeah. Every year it's gonna get bigger and better.
Yes.
And to be able to offer our culture so many different genres of music that hit the stage. We had some African beats, drummers out there.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out.
Yes. Healing Fire.
So yes, now I'm gonna tell you the best part for me, and maybe a little biased, is when Cheyenne hits the stage, right?
Yes, you quite biased.
That's fine. But it was raining by the time, it was full blown raining. And some people scattered, but so many people stayed
and vibed out. But that's the festival type atmosphere. It rains at festivals. Bring your poncho and your umbrella.
And people had their ponchos and their umbrellas. And I mean, and it was, she has her fans.
She does.
But there was people that I've never seen before.
Never been fans of.
Never. And Cheyenne showed up. We cut one song because it was raining, but they stayed out there we did a little over, like almost 45 minutes sat out there in the rain, and people didn't leave.
It was amazing. I mean,
for people to sit out there and like really vibe out, it just melted my heart. Yeah.
Yes, it was. That was a big deal. And I definitely, like I said, I thank everybody. Big shouts out to Urban Drinkers.
You want me to tell you the food
the
out there?
Catalyst. Yeah, all the restaurants and what food trucks I had. I had a fried collard green egg roll.
Really?
Live like that.
So I'm gonna tell you next year
with black eyed peas in the middle.
Really?
Listen.
So next year, my goal is to like sample more stuff. I was so busy that I didn't get to eat until the end.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I wanted to eat hungry vegan.
The lines were very long.
Yes.
So one thing I really liked, it was free giveaways. People were giving away free stuff, and they were paid. So in my mind, there was something for somebody in every budget. Right? They were giving away free collars.
Right.
Right. They had collard green giveaways. They had people who were making smoothies out the collard green.
I mean, everything, like, listen.
For the freedom. So I see you reading. Read it to all of us.
So I have to squint. So hold on.
Okay.
I need glasses.
I'm the squint game. So while you squinting, let me read this. St. Mark's Missionary Baptist Church. This is a saved date. For February 25th, 2024 at 3:30 p.m. at St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church, 1301 37th Street South. Save the date. The Senior Women's Ministry of St. Mark's Cathedral invites you to join us for an extravaganza workshop and experience.
Okay.
So Women in Red.
Women in Red.
Yes.
At St. Mark's.
At St. Mark's Psalms.
Is that
a heart working for God's mission.
Is that next
February
week?
25th.
Yes.
3:30 at St. Mark's Missionary Baptist Church, 1301 37th Street South.
All right. Y'all better be in the building. Good morning. Oh, I can't. Damien.
Oh, that boy was a nut.
With the mostest.
Hitting the nut.
Oh, the hostess with the mostest. Like, I mean,
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
He did his thing. So, it's so many people hit that stage, right? Natasha with the line dancing.
Yes.
The senior fitness, the Zumba. We had yoga in the back. They also had a mental health conversation in the back of the Wells, which got really intense as well. You had the family zone with the kids. Yeah. The biggest salad. Everybody brought their different things from their garden and put it together to make the biggest salad.
We had collard green. We had the collard green section of the collard green festival.
Then
you didn't know about the collard green section.
And if you miss Adrian Miller,
who?
The chef from the White House.
Okay.
He spoke. He had his books. He was funny and amazing. Like, to hear his stories about in the White House, and all the stuff that he learned about all the cooks and about the different presidents prior to him being in the White House. I think because he wrote a book all the way up to Obama.
Black man.
Right. So he did his thing, and he was at Colors After Dark. If you miss Colors After Dark this year, make sure you're there next year.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So it is, because people keep on saying, I seen on the web and everything. I'm kind of strolling. More days. They want more days.
Listen, I mean, when you have a good thing, of course, people are going to ask for
Shayna.
more. And one of the things that I wanted to
we miss you,
Shayna. Hey, one of the things that I want to really point out is the economic development. The economic development of what that brought to the Southside community. It was hundreds of businesses.
It was 100. So it was so as far as food trucks there, right? There was 12 or 13 food trucks itself. I can't even tell you how many other food vendors was there.
I'm talking about like just vendors in general.
I can pull it up.
It was people walking around with stuff that I'm pretty sure wasn't on the vendors list.
Oh yeah, they do that. And you know what, they do that, and so
it was a beautiful thing though. They weren't knocking the block, and it was just people getting on the dirt.
So we so when you come out to places, right? I want to tell you.
Don't bring your stuff if you eat.
No. So here you go.
How do you feel about vendors coming out of the trunk of the car and putting down?
So here we go. This is how I feel.
And they sell out too.
So here we go. It's just like if you cheat and don't get caught, kudos to you.
But if you get caught, respect the game.
Respect the game. Don't be mad at it.
Okay.
Because I caught somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they was mad at me.
They was mad at you.
Right, but they was mad.
They swing and they got a little bag full of stuff.
They
had a whole table.
Yeah, this person set up a whole table, right?
Oh, he's a pro.
And they didn't even set it up like in the mixer.
They all little spot.
This is so funny.
And awarded a high honor.
I walked past, right, and it's so funny. I lie to you not. It's so funny. I'm sitting up there and I'm like, wait, I know this person don't belong here because I didn't set up for this area.
Hey, I'm just.
Hello, caller. Outfit. Can you hold 1 second? Let me finish the story. So, like, I sit and I say, excuse me, are you on the vendors list?
No.
They're like, vendors list? Like,
ain't nobody tell me about no vendors list.
You know what? I'm so sorry. Oh, they was so mad. And they was like, well, what can we set up?
Hey.
Now, mind you, all we said is right there across the street on the sidewalk. Still people walking.
No, they went, no, you ain't getting me away from this traffic.
Oh, no, they was mad. They packed up their stuff.
And
I seen them. They was talking mess when I walked by. But if you can do it and don't get caught, kudos to you. I'm not mad at you. But if you get caught, don't be mad because
respect
it. That's it. But do
your
thing.
Caller, you got 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
Oh, golly, man, this the host, man. You know I'm calling to say good morning, man.
All right, just give us a hold. We finna go on break, and then you come in after 8.
Can you
come in after 8? We got you.
Call back after, like in 7 minutes, Damien.
All right, I'll call you.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. I didn't even realize it was 8. Okay.
I realized it. Open the door too.
Okay, so we'll be back. We got so many stories. Tag a friend, tell a friend, to chime on in. All right.
Code Science with Caroline Steele. Listener Chris wants to know who made the very first clock and how did they know what time to set it to? I visit a water clock, climb the Great Clock of Westminster, also known as Big Ben, and visit the oldest working mechanical clock in the world to find
to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio, got 99 jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies and politics. Enjoyed it, so we started doing it on Sundays as like a podcast with, at the time, Janet Michelle. She was our co-host and she, filled that role until she moved. And then we had Carla Bristol, Carla B. She came in for a season. And then Reno was behind the scenes. He was always present because we did organizing together, so he'd come and hang out. And then the things that he was saying off camera was like, man, we might as well just have you on the show.
The negative thoughts that you is thinking about right now, or any particular subject, y'all, just flip it.
Turn problems into opportunities.
Problems are opportunities, man. Big shouts out to Sauce and Predo, man.
Real deal, man.
We on the jump board together right now.
Just being around people and clearly always talking, I just felt like at least learn something, so as you see that you're not going to shut up, you can have substance to your conversation and not just be labeled somebody who just love to talk.
Really being informative, looking to give the information that isn't readily available in our community.
Multiple meteorologists can look at the same data and come up with a different forecast.
And so now you take those models, take that data and say, okay, based upon all of that,
absolutely,
you might be in between here and there, and that's my know what I'm saying speech.
Most recently, after Carla B, transitioned out and went to do other things as well, Qiana, we invited Qiana.
I've been working with the guys for a while outside of this, and they called me to interview. And when I came in to interview that Sunday, after the show, they was like, hey, you need to be a part of the show. And I was like, okay.
I look at it almost like a band. in the instruments, but it's just the instrument that we're using is our voices.
My voice is already kind of squeaky. I know my voice can get squeakier.
You have to have your radio voice on and have that vocal control.
I talk lower when I need to calm it down. And when I'm very passionate about it, I slow it down. And because I want you to understand what I'm saying. What's good for the geese is good for the gander. So if you keep it secrets, just know that she can too.
Okay, hey, see, that's why Qiana, that's why you need it on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You feel? Because you gonna even things out. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking. You know what I'm saying? It was joking.
We just understand power, you know, and in terms of people's attention, you know, because it costs. People's attention costs. That's why it's called pay attention.
We want to present local information right up there with, you know, the trending topics.
One thing that's a common denominator with all of us is that we're all passionate about our people.
For me, what you take from me is that I'm real and I'm passionate about the growth of our people.
The overall goal, I would say, is to have a more informed community. Around electoral politics, around health, around equity.
It's about the mission of connecting the dots and closing the gaps, inspiring people to see what's possible, you know, and trying to be an example. You know, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing sometimes, but, you know, you do the best that you can with what you have, and you pray that others will be inspired to join in.
For more info, visit cdatcenter.org/Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Conservatives could be using the lèse-majesté allegation as a way to keep that influence in check.
Mickey Bristow reporting. This is the World News from the BBC. The Ukrainian military says it shot down...
Officials in the northeastern state of Tamaulipas said the soldiers had been attacked by 12 armed civilians hiding in the bush. It's the latest outbreak of violence linked to lucrative drug trafficking routes in Mexico. This dates back to 2006, when President Felipe Calderón launched what he called his war on drugs. By the end of his administration, the official number of deaths was 60,000. Successive governments have continued the campaign, and Mexico has now registered more than 420,000 deaths linked to criminal groups.
Singapore says it will impose a levy on airline tickets to pay for the extra cost of using green fuel in planes. From 2026, 1% of the fuel used on all flights leaving Singapore will have to be from sustainable sources, but that currently costs up to 5 times more than normal aviation fuel. To make up the difference, a tax of up to $12 could be added to flight tickets. Several prominent Tanzanians have expressed dismay that a statue of the country's founding president, Julius Nyerere, that was unveiled in Ethiopia on Sunday, does not resemble him. African leaders, including Tanzania's current president, Samia Suluhu, witnessed the unveiling in Addis Ababa, outside the African Union headquarters. Journalists and politicians in Tanzania have shared images of the late statesman alongside pictures.
has opened up, this time in the wood-panelled rooms of the International Court of Justice in The Hague. There, hearings have begun into the legality of Israel's occupation of Palestinian territory since the Six-Day War back in 1967. It's the start of a week of addresses by more than 50 nations to judges who've been asked for their opinion on the issue. But any judgment they give will be non-binding and their authority isn't recognised by Israel. First to address the court was the Palestinian Authority's Foreign Minister, Riyad al-Maliki.
Successive Israeli governments have given the Palestinian people only 3 options: displacement, subjugation, or death. These are the choices.
I love it. Hello, and just like that, guess what? We are back, and you are listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Qiana.
I am the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we are brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as...
See that?
Because we are redefining
what's cool.
Because
smart is
the new gangsta, baby. And if you didn't know...
Nah, you know.
Yes, you do.
You know.
And we also have a guest. Introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Melissa Rowland. How's everybody doing this morning?
Great. See? I told you it was community radio. Listen to 99 Jams FM radio. We are a community radio station. Breakfasst Radio. This is the new morning show, Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, 99 Jams, 99.1 FM.
Just keep on. Mm-hmm. I'll take it out.
See? All right, don't worry. Why you turning it up? Turn it down.
There you go. It happens to the best. This is what happened when you live on the radio.
Right, exactly. I can't hear.
So we were just talking about the Collard Green Festival and the amazing work that went into it. The amazing team of volunteers. Big shouts out to Borzell. Big shouts out to Miss Harris, Qiana, the one and only Q.
Thank you.
Y'all did the work that y'all did was so amazing. I think that it has set a new standard, right? Y'all raised the bar like so high. I need to get the stage. I need the big jumbotron screen. We can't operate without this stuff.
What I think the biggest compliment we got with coming in is people who've never been or go to festivals and was saying that this is one of the best festivals they've been to, right?
Yes, it was.
And the work that goes into it, like I'm honored to
be a part of it. I know.
And I'm going to tell you, like, if y'all enjoy this year, wait for next year.
I want to give Don J a big shout out for 99 Chance Breakfasst Radio being on the scene, lean me. And I jumped on the air at the Collard Green Festival, right? And it was big to me simply because, this is one of the biggest festivals in Black St. Pete, if not the biggest, one of, because there's several festivals here, right? And I just think we're part of history. I think we're part, these are the days that are going to be spoke about in the future. And we're a part of it. We're on the scene, we're participants, we're managing,
we're coming
founding, we're creating, and I think I just want to take my hat off to all y'all because
one person I can't forget is Mitchum Services.
Oh man,
okay, you can't forget because that's the way that 4 parts breaking down the Collard Green Festival for you got Sam and Bozell, then you have all the volunteers and everybody countless right. Then you have Tamika Mitchum Services who managed the volunteers. This year was record number. Over 100 people came out to volunteer.
Oh yeah, I know.
For the Collard Green Festival. And then you have my portion, which is the whole entertainment, the main stage, and just
the lights, the jumbotron,
all of that,
the coordination,
the whole thing, coordinating what goes on.
You're gonna make it sound simple. Yeah, she gonna the stage. No, the light, the jumbotron. Big shouts out to King Core Outlaw.
I can't. So I will tell you, people don't understand. You cannot do anything without a team.
Yes, it's always a team effort.
Listen, you have to find the right people for your village. And once you get your team and you get your core, because people don't know, I do nothing almost without my brother.
Right.
Almost. Because it's slight, but
there's a couple.
But for there's nothing. And let me tell you, he did all of this. So all the graphics that you saw going across the screen, he did all of that. I gave it to him. He created
a multi-talented genius.
The banner that was the big banner. All of that. He did that. And Saturday was his birthday.
Yep, I know. We talked,
and he worked all day.
But it was that was an amazing birthday gift, because if you're creative like Corey is, like you really celebrating when you in your element, doing your thing. That's when you really, you know what I'm saying? And I seen King Corey. I gave him his props, man, you know, because I love it.
And I cannot forget my nephew, right? Corey Jr., KJ. He did his first debut, his premiere of his artwork and sold pieces out there at the Collard Green Festival.
Wonderful.
See?
And that's what these platforms are for.
Listen, I said the economic development. I talked about it. So what people don't know or don't really understand or receive is that when you have the buying power of a Black community, right? And then for us to have platforms and venues to tap into that buying power ourselves.
Right.
You get what I mean? Not that buying power going to the mall, not that buying power on Amazon, but walking through the community with your card out or with your checkbook out and youth getting to the bag. Big shouts out to Corey Jr. Getting to the bag, because the economics can't be missed when we talk about these events, because sometimes we can get in a conversation of stopping it because you think it's just a party and you think people just hanging out having a good time. But once you factor in the economics of these events, you'll think twice before you stop it. You'll think twice before you speak against it, because it's about the bag. You know?
And you know, so many people sold out.
That's what I'm
Listen, I know the vegan place sold out. The other place was sold out.
I'm so upset. Listen, y'all know in my mind that I'm eventually going vegan.
In my mind, I'm already there.
Yeah, y'all already know that. Y'all know
you working on it. You working on it.
I did it for a little while. But now the new recipes.
I know. Oh yeah, they jumping out the pot.
So now I'm like,
I swear.
I know.
The new recipe jumping out the pot.
I want to try vegan oxtail so bad.
Mushrooms and walnuts. That's all you need.
Listen,
I'm not interested in vegan. No.
So
no vegan neck bones.
See the problem.
No, I done stopped neck bones and I'm not going back. You're not going back to the 40 weight gravy.
Now, are you vegan?
You know what? That's an interesting question, because I was sharing with some young ladies at the Collard Green Festival in front of the vegan tent. And they were like, are you vegan? And I said, you know what it is? I guess after being a nurse for 26 years and understanding the plight of the melanated body when it comes to healthcare. And when it comes to experiments and when it comes to all that kind of good stuff. So I told her, I said, I think we're getting caught up in these titles. And when we don't conform to it, we feel like we failed.
Ooh.
I said, so let's try not to use the word vegan.
I just eat healthy.
But let's come on.
See, I just eat eat
healthy. And what's going to happen is it's going to lead you to a road that appears to be a plant-based diet.
Yes.
But the key is being able to look at your food and say, will this food be a part of my garden or a part of the garbage can? So you got to determine what you want to make your body. Do you want your body to be a flourishing garden, or do you want it to be a garbage can?
So I want the flourishing garden.
If you want the flourishing garden, then you're going to start gravitating toward foods that have this beautiful alkaline type of properties in it, and you're going to start getting away from those high acidic foods.
They give you heartburn, high blood
they
pressure,
give you cancer.
all of that. Hold on, Rosa. Caller, introduce yourself.
Hey, well, you sure you won't? You sure you won't?
Go.
You done went to sleep. You done went back to sleep over there. Hold on, I'm back.
Damien, thank you. Go ahead.
Whatever, Dave. I'm still recovering from Saturday, man. I want to tell Samantha too, man. Listen, y'all did a good job. The real reason why it stood out the most is that y'all show how much talent that we have in the city. Y'all ain't bringing down the beat down band. Y'all ain't bringing down all these people out the city. I got a lot of talent in St. Pete. So anytime somebody have a festival do so, they bring the beat down band quick. When we got bands and talent right here, and for y'all to put the talent on the forefront and put together a good show, because we stronger together, man. We are stronger together.
Come on.
Yes,
we are. And I love the way y'all showcase the talent. I would love that y'all trusted me to host it. I had so much fun. I got made so many business connections. It showed my range. It showed my growth. Cheyenne was amazing. Christoph, B-Spade, the old ladies I was dancing with, everybody.
She did the
big shout out to big shout out to my co-host Kiva Williams. It was a wonderful event, man. I love everything about it, man. Y'all pat yourself on the back, man.
That's right.
And tell yourself, thank you, man. Y'all did it. You and Samantha did that. Big shout out to Corey, the 2 assistants you had helping me, the DJs, everybody that was involved, man. It was a nice event. Them gumbo greens, the food, everything was on.
Listen, they had gumbo greens.
Yeah, the Just Fresh Chef Javion. They let me taste test everything. And my auntie was there telling everybody, that's my nephew on stage, the comedian on stage. That's my nephew. Everybody said, I seen your auntie. I know you did. She told everybody I was on stage. And all the people that ran up to me, got a whole bunch of kids saying, want to follow me. Man, it was amazing. And I was honored. And I'm so grateful. Y'all did y'all thing, man. For real. Hey, it was up there like
I want to give you a shout out, big bro, because you right, dog. You showed amazing growth. You know, and stepping your game up. You know what I mean? From one level to another level, right in front of everybody. Right? You ain't get missing and come back with these new talents. You stepping it up right here while we watching. So keep it up, man. I salute the growth, man. Major love and respect. Keep doing what y'all doing,
and
man.
you know we're gonna be hiring you again soon.
I know. I just wanted the show to stay entertained, man. I didn't want nobody to get lost. You know, I done did big shows before, and I wanted to do something in my city to show people where I'm at in this comedy game. I could do it clean. I could do it raunchy. I could do it whatever. I'm a complete comedian. I'm an artist, man. This is what I do.
You can do gospel. You can do some gospel comedy.
All right.
Yeah, man. Whatever the job calls for, man, I could do it.
Major respect too, bro.
Super fresh.
Major respect.
Yeah,
bro.
All right. Have a great morning.
Yes, if y'all just tuning in, we're talking about the Collard Green Festival that just happened this weekend. And we have a guest. So yeah, let's talk. Let's talk it out.
No, I'm enjoying talking about the Collard Green Festival. But that really was.
It was historic Black excellence.
But it's just the way it started, just from a bet.
It really did. It started from a bet.
Who Green's the best.
And it started at the church, right? And then like Bozell and them said is that their collard greens, once they did it, they were able to fundraise enough money
to bring the
to
bag
send
in.
the kids on their trip, and that the parents only had to, and they flew out there. They had hotels.
It was food out off the collard greens, y'all.
Yes, it was.
They got food out.
And I think like Sam had younger kids at that point, and she said she thinks she may have came out like $100.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and Sam has 3 children, so they
That
went
was
out.
major respect, though.
And so then they was like, "Oh, we got something," and then it just go from there. And then this is a testament: is that all you have to do is have a vision.
Hey,
and then not
a
only,
team.
And the
just
vision,
don't
but
the
you
vision.
have
the team.
The vision, but then you have to be persistent and consistent, persistent and consistent with it, right? You can't miss that part of it. And once you do that, people will start to come.
Yes, if you build it, they will come.
Oh,
if you
say
build,
it again.
I mean, Tyler Perry, what? How many years did he have a show?
Yeah,
20 people coming.
And
if anybody showed up,
no, that's
right.
But he kept doing that show. If he did it to the chairs themselves, he kept doing it. One day he looked down the audience and it was packed. What if he had stopped the year before?
Right, because see what happens when you have visions, right, and you're an entrepreneur and you're not in that regular 9 to 5. Other people don't understand and don't see the vision, and they will try to discourage you. And not that they know what they're doing; they be wanting the best for you.
But they discouraged too sometimes because they miss their shot.
Intentional or unintentional.
No, but they see your heart. They see you pouring in, and they be like, "We don't want to see you hurt no more." And some people, this is on the other side, right?
Yeah.
And they be like, "Give it, like you want to do something else."
Man, find something. Listen,
and then they might have helped you pay your bills, and they be like,
"Don't you want to go to work?"
So I'm glad we're talking about this. So
I got an application at the city.
I want to go. I want to talk about the Jess Hill, bro, right? Because this was one of the conversations.
Go ahead.
So yesterday at the Foundation for Health of St. Pete, Jess Hill, bro, is a tour that is going around. It was in Tampa. They stopped in St. Pete. Big shouts out to the Foundation, Dr. Warren, Harold Scamp Bryant, Marcus Brooks, Alicia Ashante Keys, right? I should say Alicia Keys. I ain't got jokes. I was just the Super Bowl was big. But the celebrated not tolerated movement, I actually, me and my dog pulled up, and it was really like, hey man, just here, bro, man, let's check it out, dog. You know, we pull up, skirt, and one of the things, it was an athlete. One of the brothers was a part of the NFL.
Yep.
And know what he said? I got sent home. And what you do after that?
What do you do after that?
Once you got sent home, and now you got to reroute your plan. You can't be what you was planning to be.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably had to tell him, hey man, you know, I'm worried about you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you sure you don't want to try something else? And it wasn't from a hateful standpoint.
Like you just said,
it was from a standpoint of, hey man, like you ain't in the NFL, you ain't getting younger. No, so now he's a coach, and they doing motivational speaking, and he found a success doing something else. You know what I mean? And that's important for us men, for real, especially the high school athletes or the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Who wanted to, you know, have that big break. But the reality is, hey, we may have missed that boat. We might be able to find our talents training the next rapper, writing for a rapper, or doing something as a mentor.
And so, and when you say that, so when you have a vision and a dream and you feel like you're supposed to be a part of this industry, you got to figure out what part of that industry that you are a part. Don't get discouraged because you're not the rapper.
Or you're not the part you wanted to play.
But that doesn't mean that you
your
don't
position
have to play
may be changed.
Because a lot of, since we're talking about football players, you'll see a lot of middle school, like Little League, they go to high school and then they're playing receiver. And then when they get picked up for college, they say, oh no.
You on the line.
You're on the line.
You on the line. You on the line.
Or you was the quarterback.
Yes.
In high school.
Yeah, now you a DB.
Now
you a DB.
Or you're the receiver now.
You're a receiver.
There's some racism in that. So we'll talk about that later.
But I mean, it is. But we're not going there. But what I'm saying is that your position
it changes. And you got to accept that change.
But that does not mean that your vision about being in the industry has to
change. Right, has to stop.
You just readjust.
And look, one of the things he said, right? Big shots out Anthony Williams, King Jabbo, they whole team. This was an amazing event. And they talked about the mental health of the brothers. Right. They talked about, you know, the phones, the dopamine in the phones.
Yes.
They talked about so much, right? The positions of men in marriages and relationships, right? The stress. You know, the weight that people carry, especially of our community.
Yes.
And we don't talk about it. It ain't no groups. You know what I mean?
We try to. So we do this every first Friday.
He say, she say.
He say, she say.
Yes.
So like if you want really.
That's definitely a safe space.
It's listen, we have
mental
every
health,
first Friday. I do this for us, right?
Yes,
this is a non-judgment zone.
It is.
Where anybody can come out and let's talk about it because I believe in healthy relationships. And all kind, and the two people in the relationship, regardless, it's the friendship, a business.
That's who makes it.
That's who defines
business ship.
It doesn't. That's who defines it. It's the two people that's a part of it.
I would say the business ship. Man,
I'm
girl,
telling you.
listen. The
I just
business
want to
ship.
talk about how you talked about that vision, though.
Shout
out to the visionaries that do not quit.
Yes.
And I say that because if you put people in, if we put everybody in a pyramid, so there's a lot of us are goal setters. A lot of us are dream chasers. A lot of us will help those that are goal setters and dream chasers. But I'm a goal setter. I'll set a goal and keep it moving. But I admire those that chase their dreams. I really do. And I think of those dream chasers as being at the top of the pyramid. Not that they're better than anybody. That's not what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with that.
Right.
But then when you look at it from that perspective, because it takes a lot to chase your dream. Your dream. And then to actually, it takes a lot to chase your dream because you have to, the failures, which we call lessons.
The disappointments. But again,
the people not believing in you.
But that's the practice until you get into the game.
Going, the discipline to keep going. So, and I admire dream chasers. I really do because I'm a goal. I'll set a goal and I will help you reach your dream. But I'm a goal setter.
So look, I just want to say this. I like how you broke down that division of dream chasers,
and goal setters. That'll help work for those dream chasers
because it's
and goal
people
setters.
are in all those places.
So the thing is
that's
when you look at it, it's so many aspects of it, right? Once you know your position and your role, you shine right there, like.
And I'm so happy to be a dream chaser.
Right there, you shine right there in that spot.
Like some people don't like hard truths, right? Like some people, and I used to tell it because we've been
you're
doing.
not the rapper. You're the writer. You're the writer.
Like
Tell
I
your
used
son
to
you're not Michael Jordan. I'm so sorry.
You're the coach. You're the offensive coach, son.
And I hope this don't offend anybody, but
Yeah.
I used to tell people.
Hey, it is.
I used to hire, like when I hire like the whole ensemble for Cheyenne, right? I'm like, listen, y'all are the accessories. She's the outfit. But the accessories make the outfit.
They don't know. You gotta know. You gotta be stylish to know
You're
that.
right.
If you ain't styling,
so
you don't know that.
think that you're not important because the right set of earrings
or that right bracelet.
Boom.
Right shoes.
Oh, the glasses. Talk about the glasses. Talk about the glasses.
What's going down?
But you know what? And speaking of that, you understand this from a mother's perspective that are managing our children when it comes to these dream chasers. Because we both have dream chasers.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And my thing is my dream. My dream is my position is helping her get to her dream.
That's it.
That's my dream.
Like I don't even.
That's my dream. I'm good right there.
See, you got to surround yourself around them type of people.
And people don't understand. Like, they be like,
I'm
good.
good.
Write a book about this.
I'm good right there because
to help people
understanding your position,
understanding where you is and who you is, because you may be the component that helps a person go to the next level.
What I'm saying.
And listen, once
like
you do
Corey
that,
celebrated on his birthday, helping that festival on his
birthday,
on his solar
that component is very important.
He was
like
probably in his element.
Yeah, he was in his element.
He was in his element.
Talk to computers, right?
He was chilling. He like got the lady. Hold on, he jumping off, getting a little footage, running back.
Man,
that boy.
All he wants
That's
to
what
do
that's
is
his
for
dream.
that, and then his son to put his art out, and you know he had.
He watching his
Listen, it was. We got a couple comments. So big shots out, Sandra. I see you. Tag a friend. Mama Blue says it as a stylist. Yes, ma'am. Stephanie Williams says it's also your mindset. It's all about your mindset.
It's the discipline.
And this is why, like, Hillbro is so important.
Just Hillbro, because it's about the mindset.
It's about the mindset, and to see, because it was over 100 black men.
It was probably
had to be more than
I
that.
want to say 150, 200.
200 black men that went in there to sit and talk about their mental.
We said
and it was a safe space.
It was almost 4 hours too. Yeah. So let me be clear. It was like 2 o'clock entry.
It probably went really fast.
Listen, it was 2 o'clock entry. People was there at 1. And it ended like 5:30, you know, and people, you know how it take to get out of there. So it was like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm finna keep it 1,000. It was so important. Some of the words that Dr. Warren was saying, you know, as at the beginning, you know, about us healing through stuff that we may have differences, right? We may have went through something. And one of the things he was saying, hey, the mission is bigger than our differences.
It sure is.
The mission is bigger than what we've been through.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like, hey, you know somebody in here that you may be having words with.
But you want me to tell you what I love is
collective.
Yes.
What I love, and I always say, black men need other black men.
That's the only way to get through it.
That's the only way. And you know what? Because they look.
Only way.
Listen, they look up. Even though they don't say it out loud. They look up to other black men. You are co-signed by other black men.
Yes.
When
validated by other black men.
Like when you out there moving, if another black man be like, bro, I see you.
Yeah.
You be like, okay,
yes, sir.
I see you. Oh, man.
And the thing is other black men know your trauma.
Yes.
And they can help you through it.
Yes.
And you know what? People don't want other people to go through their
same
stuff.
trauma.
Because one thing we want is a healthy society where we can communicate properly, where everything you say is not anger, you know what I mean? Because we hold so much anger inside of us.
That was some of the stuff we were talking about.
And you take
it off your chest.
Right. And you gotta know when, like, okay, this is a healthy conversation. This is not
this not healthy.
Right.
Or it's a healthy relationship and it's not a healthy relationship.
Because we have so many toxic relationships and we are taught that toxicity is normal. Like, and you cussing me out, we're doing
that means she loves me.
That means that we
they love me. Look how they acting. Look how they acting. This gotta be love.
No.
Oh my God.
That gotta be love.
Nice words.
Hey, but for real, we're laughing and we're making light. We're not joking.
No.
Right.
It's very serious, and we're taking it serious.
Yeah.
We're having a good time, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, 99 Jams, Breakfasst Radio. Let you know we're talking about the event this weekend. Just Heal Bro.
And then we've been doing so this is not the only one because Y'all just had one, right?
That was the event. So I honestly feel that this has been a series,
right?
An unconnected series.
Right.
With Brother John and King Jab, they had the same thing. It was a panel. You're right. You are.
Well, I missed that one. That
and it was about just returning citizens. Putting your life back together after you've been through something traumatic.
Yes.
And I feel that our community is being served when we have these type of events.
Yes.
I feel like those guys came from out of town. The last event was people from here, but all in all, we're being serviced, and this is a service that we need. Mental health is so important. It was so important. Like, you see tears in dudes' eyes.
Because what happens is here locally, wherever you're local from,
wherever you're from,
you be like, I don't want to. But when you see other people who an NFL player,
right?
Somebody in your mind that has some type of status, and they can be vulnerable.
Yes,
and say, I need help.
Yes,
then that makes the other person
be like, I need help too.
I need help too.
Exactly.
All you need is one person who somebody respects, and say, "Yo, I deal with this.
I'm struggling.
You know what I mean? And that brings a whole village together,
and that repairs the village because the mindset of the men are so important, because we talk about relationships and the relationships of men and women, men on men, business relationships, just the whole package. And once you correct that self, it makes it better for the whole community. It makes it better for your family. It makes it better for your job. It makes it better for your future. When you get through some of those traumas, when you talk about it, it might not be a big conversation. It might just be getting it off your chest and, hey, man, I hear you, bro.
So I'm going to go back a little bit. About 10 years ago, me, you, Brother John, a couple other people talked. Remember, I wanted to do a mental health series. Know thyself, right? Which be the self, then the family.
I think I do remember that. Yes, I do remember that.
And it was like broken down in 4 different things, like know thyself, then the family, then your community, then your business, right? How to navigate different relationships and how to heal yourself. And even though we didn't end up doing it,
it still came out.
We didn't do right. I just love,
and it can be revisited because one of the things, like I said, yesterday inspired me. It was good to see so many brothers, you know what I'm saying? Me and my dog, we sat in the front row. So I'm like, I'm here to see this.
I know that's right.
I'm here to see this for real, man. I ain't playing. I don't need to be in the back. I need to be, you need to look down and see me. Because I'm trying to see what you're saying. And they came with it. I had no, I had no preconceived judgments about what I was going to see.
Absolutely.
I knew what I was going for. I knew the name was clear. Just Hill, bro. So that's clear. But I didn't know what to expect. I ain't talked to the organizers before.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I helped share it. People shared it with me.
Right.
But it wasn't like, okay, I know what I'm coming in for.
Right.
And we got it. It was like a sermon.
Well, we need to keep pushing forward because I see that.
Right. Now, while we're pushing forward, because we can come back to this Hill, bro. We can come back to the Collard Green Festival, because these were some staple events that happened in our community, right?
Oh my
But we have another one.
Okay.
It's coming up. Another staple event.
Another one.
Come on, Qiana.
That's happening in our community.
Come on now.
Right. We got trailblazers.
Yes, for
right.
real.
We got movie makers.
Yes.
We got people that's following their dreams and say, hey, listen, if you don't see it, I do.
Right.
If you don't see it,
I do.
I like
and you want me to tell you, you might not ever seen this before, but you're going to see it now.
Okay.
That's good, though. Right? When it can happen like that, that's a blessing.
And then with that, I'm only hooping over there.
I know that's.
Oh, that's what that was. I missed it too. Y'all would have scolded because I missed it.
I love that, and I really want to piggyback. I mean, I know we want to talk about what's going on, but when you say the word community, like another event, I need for us to expand what that looks like. Because to me, the whole St. Pete is my community.
That's right. That's right.
When I say all of it, I mean all of it.
All ranges, shades, everything. That's why I say, if you enjoyed the Collard Green Festival this year, wait till next year.
When you get a load of that.
So I'm just telling you, if you enjoyed it this year, Wait till next year.
These have been some real conscious events. If you think about it, these ain't
intentional.
Yes,
intentional. And I think that these events are helping us to continue to remove the veil off of our eyes, our spiritual eye, our physical eye, but the veil off of our eyes as we are continuing to move forward and return back to the true strength that we have come from. And that's the part that I'm excited about.
Oh, we got a caller.
I'm excited about that.
That part.
I'm excited about that.
That part.
Hey, caller, introduce yourself. You got like 2 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Man, this King Jab, man. You know, all I need is two. Hey, for real though, like this weekend has been an amazing weekend. 2 amazing events. The Collard Green Festival was amazing. And I actually used the Collard Green Festival as a vehicle to help get that many men into the building. I probably put that flyer just healed, bro, in the hand of 100 and 150 men.
No, that's right.
Great job,
so
bro.
It was just
Great
really
job,
amazing.
I know that's right.
To see the outcome. And the most thing that I learned is like, and I know Jabbar can attest to this, is that we gotta heal right now, because when our elders spoke, and the ones that aren't healed, man, they still hurting in their 70s. And we can't carry on like that, man.
They still hurting in their 70s and they can't carry it.
Man, our elder was in tears.
Yes.
Just because the warriors he had in the room with him, he couldn't even maintain his emotions.
You heard me say warriors, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was magic.
Yes, sir. We getting there, boy. We returning back to that space. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was warriors in that room.
It's warriors, man.
I'm going to tell you the one thing.
I got goosebumps.
I'm going to tell you the one thing that people are afraid of.
What?
Oh, is this black community
collective warriors?
Listen,
collective
finding
warriors.
Their power, right, and knowing what
That's
it
what
is
I'm
in the
saying.
unity of the black
That's
household. Listen, they don't strip it from you and deny you from it and let you go through this trauma if they did not know how powerful we are together and doing that. Unity. Listen, people talk about this. I hate when I hear, "Oh, I can do it by myself."
No, you cannot.
Listen. The one thing God did for sure is made everything in pairs.
I know that's right.
He don't make no mistakes, right? You got 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 2 lips, legs.
Right.
So what make you think you're supposed to walk this earth by yourself?
You
and not have somebody with you to make sure you cannot watch your back and your front and your side if it's all you by yourself.
Hey, I want to say this. In that room yesterday, it was doctors, lawyers,
warriors.
street dudes,
warriors,
kids.
I keep saying that.
Senior citizens. I mean,
yes, sir.
I haven't seen a room with such a diverse mix of black men.
Come on now.
In one location.
Come on now.
And I do a lot of events. I'm a part of a lot of events. I support a lot of events.
I love it. Like that.
It was magic.
I got goosebumps.
It was magic. It was magic.
It's magical.
Let me tell you, whenever black men
Blackical.
Black niggas.
Don't start the new word.
No, that's what we Blactical.
It was Blactical.
It
was Blactical. That is galactic black man magic. It is galactic.
We finna coin that right now. Make a shirt. Blactical.
It'll be in the Webster Dictionary next year if you don't.
Oh, we got shirts. Don't worry, shirts coming soon. Blactical.
So look, we have to talk about this showcase.
Yes,
we got to talk about this in these citizens we must honor. Everyday heroes.
Yes.
You know, people who go out and give a effortless or a tireless, because it may be a lot of effort, but a tireless effort of helping our community and trying to help build our community.
Yeah.
And it's so important because each one of us are factors in this.
Right.
And we got to play our part and hold our end up for it.
Jab, did you have something else to say before I hang up?
Nah, y'all go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I mean,
I love it.
First of all, Jab would just pull up.
Hey,
right?
he will. He'll be in the
phone calls. I'm right here.
No, but call in. A great conversation. 727-637-2416 is the number. If you don't know, 727. 637-2416.
16.
Yes, thank you. I got caught up for just a second. Right?
I don't know. Did you bring some collard greens with you?
Listen, collard green juice is very good for inflammation. So
collard greens itself, like like
I'm just saying,
no, and that's
collard green juice and cabbage juice.
Listen, I told somebody that's why black people used to live to be 100 plus 120. They don't even know how old they is.
Listen, we couldn't work in a cotton field right now if somebody paid us. You understand what I'm saying? So how in the world were we able to? And I'm not minimizing us to cotton fields. Forgive me for that. What I'm saying is, so how were we able to sustain such stamina to do what they had to do for us to be sitting here talking about
them greens and one piece of chicken?
So she.
We had one piece of chicken. We didn't have all that chicken. We had 20 wings. We didn't have 20 wings. They killed 4 chickens, 5 chickens for us to eat that night. They only killed one. Somebody got the breast. Somebody got the leg.
And then say you didn't.
Paul probably got 2 pieces.
And first of all, you didn't
grandma eating the gristle.
First of all, I'm just saying nobody got the full breast. Okay,
well, I know that's right. And grandma eating the gristle. That's why the knees can still bend at 100 years old because she eating the gristle.
Yes.
Sorry, I divert. I'm sorry.
No, that's what happened. But no, the benefits of collard greens, right?
Oh, girl, listen.
And that's that's the big thing about the Collard Green Festival.
It's the benefits. Yeah,
the benefits, the health.
Let me just say this right here, real quick. So we have a garden in our backyard. Mm-hmm. Praise be to the Most High. We have a garden in our backyard, and one of the first things we planted was collard greens. Mm-hmm. Everybody that's on this station, listen to what I'm telling you. We had a friend of ours that got inspired by our garden. He lived in an apartment. Mm-hmm. So he literally went and got pots. Mm-hmm. Has one of the most beautiful collard green gardens on his balcony at his apartment.
Oh, wow.
Started growing peppers, started making hot sauce because we got to have hot sauce and collard greens. Yeah. So he started making his own hot sauce with the peppers that he grew. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. If all of us can literally just grow collard greens or cabbages, and we can make that exchange, because I know they're doing it at Urban, next to Urban, and have that beautiful community garden. So shout out to them. And of course, Carla, what she's doing is just magical over there with the youth farm. But what I'm saying is, I don't care what kind of plot of land you have, you can plant collard greens. Now listen to me. The benefits of collard greens. First of all, our collard green leaves are humongous. I swear that's what the queens fanned themselves with back in the day in Egypt. They fanned themselves with collard green leaves. They are absolutely humongous. Yeah, they are. But one stalk can feed my family for several months.
Wow.
So we planted 6 stalks of collard greens. I had people coming to the house with Publix little plastic bags, putting the collard greens, literally, and all it cost us was a seed. A pack of seeds is $2.79.
So the funny part, you say this, I have a small garden, like just came home and planted. I didn't plant. I didn't, because in my mind,
just let you know I did.
But it's easy to plant.
But it is. So we actually have a small garden on our table right now of some planted seeds, and we're gonna watch it grow because I keep on saying I want a healthy lifestyle. I had to take my father to the hospital. Like, he's been hospitalized twice in 30 days, right? And I'm looking at these health problems that he's having. I deal with clients that I have to take to dialysis is 3. I have one client I take to the doctor 5 days a week. And I'm thinking, I don't want to be that person. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's all about what we're fueling ourselves.
Yeah. And you know what I see? I've been a hospice nurse for 18 years. So y'all know what I see. Yeah. I was an oncology nurse before then. So 10 years before that. So I worked with cancer patients at St. Anthony's for 10 years as a chemo nurse, and then transitioned over to hospice. So what I'm telling y'all is I'm watching people express regret. And what that has taught me is, God, if I could live my life right now and minimize the regrets of what I've done to what they've done to their body, and now they're suffering for it. And let me tell y'all something. In the 18 years that I've been doing hospice work, 17 years, the age demographic is dropping. So we're getting younger and younger. My patients are getting younger. They're not 90. They're dropping into their 60s. I'm taking care of classmates. I'm 55.
Yeah,
I'm taking care of classmates. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
And they're banking on the fact that is getting younger and younger, because that's a bigger population. And all they're seeing is Cha-ching.
Yep.
Cha-ching.
Bigger and
cha-ching.
bigger hospice facilities. And if
Come
you
on.
think about it, they were getting bigger and bigger. Remember,
They're
they used to be
getting
low?
bigger.
Remember, they was one floor and now they 6 stories up.
I'm telling y'all.
You know, Steve Jobs said it on his deathbed. He was like,
"Oh yeah, he wish he would have
nobody to trade with."
And then he said,
most expensive
eat
bed
to
is a
live
deathbed. Yep.
and not live to eat.
I tell people that all the time.
Wow.
I tell people that all the time.
Eat to live.
So
the minister Farrakhan, I want to say there was a book called Eat to Live.
There is one.
And to be honest, you know what I mean? Whether it's Steve Jobs saying it or the Honorable Louis Farrakhan saying it,
right.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
Eat
It is
to
the truth. I'm
live
telling y'all.
and the Collard Green Festival. This whole weekend, like King Jab said, was like a holistic thing.
It was a
It was
holistic
something
thing.
for your body and something for your spirit, something for your soul.
Yes.
I mean, it can't get no better.
But we're waking.
We definitely
the veils are coming off of
And
the
people,
eyes.
you
We're
see
returning
it.
back to our superhero strength.
Motherland Music Festival.
Yeah, that's what
Tamika.
Tamika already knows.
Yeah.
She already knows we working it. She's already in the back.
Yeah, she in the paint. She already in the paint.
She
But you
already
see it.
in the paint.
But you know, it start now.
Yes.
And once you know, like, listen,
Start today.
I know somebody who was diagnosed with cancer, right? And they completely went to a whole plant-based diet. By the time they went back, they were cancer-free. They did not find it.
What regression?
It was gone.
Remission.
No, they didn't see it anymore. It wasn't remission because they didn't even have to do any treatments or anything. They found it. She completely changed her whole diet, went to a plant-based diet. When she went back so that they could talk about treatment,
Right. Nope.
it was no longer there. It didn't exist in her body.
Period. So I'm actually helping, a couple of people with that right now. And I just thank God. I thank God that He has given me the ability. I mean, being a nurse for this many years and being an African American nurse and watching how the melanated bodies have been completely destroyed and used as experiment. And I've had multiple conversations in these hallways at these hospitals. And when I tell you I'm not backing down, I don't back down from physicians. I don't back down from, shout out to physicians. Y'all have to do y'all thing. But what I'm saying is that there's so much information out there. There's so much mistruth that's coming from those that are considered the medical field and the experts. So we're fighting back to say that no, these aren't the truths. This is what's causing us to actually have, because it's not about healthcare, because the word care is no longer in health care. You can take that out. It's all about health management. So how can I manage your health so you cannot have good health for the rest of your lifespan, which means that I'm going to have more of a product for the rest of my lifespan.
More prescriptions.
And we have to look at it that we're being used as a commodity, and we have to take ourselves out of that position.
Go to other countries and look at their healthcare system and how people are not on as many drugs.
Other countries,
you look at it. You go to other countries and look at it. They're thriving. They're living still to 100, 120.
The blue zones. They call them the blue zones. Those that live past 100 years old.
They're doing
what?
This.
They're called blue zones, and they're all over the country, all over the world, actually. And they actually study why. Like I said, I'm helping a young lady right now who, and a couple of people that were diagnosed with cancer, and being able to say, listen, this is what we're going to do. And I'm a nurse, so I'm not a doctor. But what I'm saying is that being able to I thank God for that, at least that tiny bit of credibility, just so I can get people to hear
you, because they know you're an expert in that. Yeah.
But then shifting to the holistic space. So saying, listen, this is what we got to do. We got to shut the body down. We got to fast. Because the first thing you do when your computer gets a virus is you shut it down.
Reboot.
You shut it down. And then we got to reboot it. So we're going to fast. And then we're going to start introducing some soursop, some sea moss, some black sea oil. Dr. Sebi, may his soul forever fly in peace. That man's knowledge base on just getting the body back to functioning, and it's simple. And that's why they took his life, because the simplicity doesn't cost money.
Nope.
It doesn't cost money. But what he was giving you are the same properties that chemotherapy tries to mimic.
Try to put it back in you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I remember hanging the chemotherapy and watching it destroy their bodies. And I used to pray. I used to ask God for forgiveness. when I would hand chemo because I know it was my job, but I knew it was going to destroy this body. That's why I had to get out of it. I couldn't keep doing it anymore because I knew it was going to happen. So that's why I had to get out of oncology, and I ended up going into hospice. But I saw the destruction of chemo. I'm talking about she died from cancer. No, she didn't. She died from that treatment. When she walked in here, she wasn't sick. She had cancer, but she wasn't sick.
Yeah,
when she left out of here, her body was completely, and I'm not speaking out for those that had to use it. And
you got to do what you got to do. Yeah.
Praise God. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But just get all the facts. That's all I'm saying is you got to get all the facts in order to make the best decision for you.
Yeah.
And if chemo's still the best decision, you got to do it. You got to do it.
If it's to the point where chemo got to do it.
Don't deny me the fact that I want to go holistic and then dismiss me from any type of care.
And then tell you like,
and then tell me that I'm crazy.
Yeah, it's on you.
You know, like, oh, that doesn't work because the FDA hasn't approved it. Okay, but it's still my body though. I got one shot at this. Can I try holistic? Can we look at it? So my whole thing
is take control of you and tell you what you need to do what's best for you.
Period.
When it's your life.
It's my life.
Because listen, they're gonna do what's best for them.
Period. And that's what I'm trying to get people to I got one shot at this. This is not a dress rehearsal. I don't get a do-over. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm looking at all the different facts and then I can say, you know what, I think the holistic approach might be what's best for me and my body right now, then allow me that space to do it. But don't tell me that I have to do it this way. Otherwise, you're going to completely cut me off from any type of care. I don't understand. I know why the medical care does
they do that?
But I'm hoping that because what else can they do for you? If you're going to be on CMOS, I want to give you chemotherapy. Then why are you coming to my office? What I'm going to do, give you CMOS at my office?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that would be great.
What you mean?
Right? That would be great. That's why you have to find that.
What are you talking about?
Ain't no CMOS at no oncology office. I can tell you that right now.
Well, holla at Clean Crew. Crutel got the CMOS.
I know that's right.
Crutel got the CMOS and the fruit.
Right. I know that's
King Crew, y'all holla at them.
Sour sop,
get
black seed oil. Yes,
try
all of that. Yes, and it will definitely.
Think of it like this: you're platinum and diamond. Right? Everybody may want it, but everybody don't deserve it. You only get one.
You only get one.
It's not like you go to dealers and say, "Hey, this body didn't work. Let's switch it out."
So I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Like you can't switch it out. You got one.
I'm telling y'all.
And you better treat it right.
And not only that, but we're highly intelligent beings.
Yes.
You think God designed us to solely depend on someone else to tell me how to run this body?
Because you know what's something
You really
wrong.
think he did that? You really think the Most High designed this body for me to go to somebody else and ask them how it works?
Yeah.
Why can't? Because but the knowledge is it's already in us. We just have to tap into it. We got to keep removing the veils.
That was
We're like 5 minutes. And we have not talked about the mother.
Okay, here we go. All right. So is something you want to say to lead into it, or am I just okay?
Then we went somewhere.
This has been such a great conversation. The people have been with us the whole time. It's been jumping out the gym. But yes, the motherland.
But we're gonna.
That's what Tamika was doing. That was a production note. Hey, that's what Tamika did. That was a production note. Mitchum Services working around the clock.
I know that's right. Listen, you got listed. That's that dream chase. I'm telling you.
Right.
So, real quick. So, thank you so much for Breakfast Club for allowing me to come on and talk about this. But so my name's Melissa Rowland, and I'm one of the curators for Motherland Music Festival, which is taking place in Williams Park, downtown St. Pete, April 20th. Shout out to 2024 for those that know. But anyway, so April 20th at Williams Park in downtown St. Pete. And the reason why I said community, we have to expand that community because when you think downtown St. Pete, it's like, wow. But my uncle used to say, all of this belongs to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All of this belongs to you.
Don't forget. That's
all
right.
of it belongs to
That's
you.
right.
So Motherland Music Festival, this is our 3rd year, and it's growing. And like you said, it is impossible to do this without a team. So Motherland Music Festival will consist of a few bands. I mean, it's not an all day festival. So right now we're from 6 to 10 at Williams Park. So we have shout out to Synergy in a Cup, which I love that group. They're going to be performing. Queen of X, all hail the Queen. She will be performing. Siobhan Monique and the Negro Ninjas, they will be performing as well too. And then we have a guitar player named Branson who is phenomenal. He'll be performing as well too. But the purpose of Motherland Music Festival and why we're having it at Williams Park is because we were talking a couple of years ago. I was sharing with my children about the green benches. Right, we're talking about the green benches. And for those that are from St. Pete, that are over a certain age, we know what the green benches are. So the green benches were these benches that were painted all through the city of St. Petersburg back in the 40s or whatever.
I got one.
And,
I own a green bench.
I know that's right. So the
just
because to
one.
remember that.
Yeah.
So I was sharing this story with my children, and then they didn't know that if there was the way St. Pete did it, they promoted it as, oh, this is a beautiful city and you all should come on vacation. This is back in the 40s, so it was a while ago. But we all know how those things, systemic things, continue to exist in the city. But anyway, so when I was sharing with Siobhan about the green benches and how my grandmother, who lived in Jordan Park, would have to go through Williams Park to go to the north side as a domestic worker, because most of our grandmothers back at that time would work on the white side of town as domestic workers. So they would come through Williams Park, and that's how they were able to go from Jordan Park, because that's where she lived, to the north side of town. But I said Williams Park was a hub for green benches, and she was not allowed to sit on a bench. I told Siobhan, I said, I don't care if it was a squirrel and her, the only two people in that park, or two things in that park, if she would have sat on that bench, she would have gotten arrested, because she was not allowed to do that. So when Siobhan heard that story, she was like, what?
That's what we going at.
She said, well, guess what? We going to have Motherland that next year. She said, we going to take over the park, and we going to sit and stand wherever we want to sit and stand. So she did a photo shoot where she actually sat on what was the last green bench in the city of St. Pete, which is by the pier. After she did the museum by the pier, after she did that photo shoot, they painted it. Because she sat on the bench with her fist in the air.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm doing this for my great grandmother.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So her whole thing was, not only are we going to have this at Williams Park, but we're going to take over the park. I'm talking about the entire community is going to be at Motherland. You see what I'm saying? Because all of this belongs to us.
That's how I feel.
All of it belongs to us.
That's what my first festival was at Albert Witter.
That's right.
And
I remember that. I know that's right. I know that's right.
I remember that too.
I remember that because all of this. So what I'm saying
is
that,
I was though for real. I mean, love that ownership. Taking ownership, because that's what help us build our community. That's what help us stay here.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we don't leave.
We get out the box. Like
you got to get out
we ain't
of
just
the
box.
The most depressing thing, one of the saddest things happened when Cheyenne was in high school. We took the kids to Atlanta. And most of them had never been to Tampa. Listen, when I say listen, I just got chills just think. Listen, they never been to Tampa. Oh
Lord,
it's
9 o'clock. Dang.
Whoa.
Okay, we gotta go.
Never in the life of the show. Never.
So we'll have to just come back and talk about Motherland.
Motherland will return.
You can come back Wednesday if you like. Okay. And they already said you need to come back just to talk about the health.
Listen, because honestly,
I'm coming with that too.
The Motherland that speaks to health as well.
Yes, it does.
Because the mother of us all.
That is the core of who you are. That's where the term Motherland comes from. Who are you to your essence?
Yes.
To essence. So that's and that's what you have to bring. You have to bring that to Motherland. If that's the energy that's going to be at Motherland.
Those are final words.
That's no final words. Listen, this has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes and shout all around the room.
Right. This has been Qiana.
This is one and only Miss Dad.
And we are out. Have a great Monday.
World Service, I'm Rebecca Kesby. Today, a defiant stand. Alexei Navalny's widow, Yulia, accuses President Putin of killing her husband and calls for supporters to keep fighting his regime.